Yeah, Matt sits here. It's better.
Okay.
It's the chairman. Where is this? Can't see.
Okay, I think we started.
Yeah.
It's not in. Okay. So we stop here.
That's fine. Okay, right. I'll put the laptop on the floor so you won't need that for the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're started yet. Right, so quick definition of the problem.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the requirements.
Okay, so this is the design of a transmission, essentially the design of a shaft and the selection of a motor. An electric motor powering a pump of some description. The positive displacement multi-cylinder piston pump is to be driven by an electric induction motor. The normal speed of operation of the pump is 150 revs per minute, at which speed it delivers 3 litres per second. The delivery pressure is 3.5 megapascals. The pump efficiency is 90%. Okay, due to restricted space, blah blah, 2-stage drive with an intermediate lay shaft. It is also not possible to use a geared motor, but it is acceptable to use any form of transmission. I think that means it's supposed to mean form. A sketch showing the relative positions of the pump, motor and lay shaft, as well as the possible positions for the bearings, is given in figure 1. It may be assumed that supporting structures for mounting the lay shaft support bearings and the motor and pump can be attached to adjacent support surfaces around the assembly. Okay. Right, so I think the first...
Okay, first
There's a few activities we do before we start. One of them is to reduce the power of the required
pump for the pump first. Right?
Work out how much power required for the pump, and also to work out which bearing configuration we're going to want, because those seem to be the ones to choose before we kick off.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, the bearings probably we can do when the time comes.
Yeah. If we.
Okay, so.
Okay, so we'll start with the pump.
Yeah.
Power. Okay, it was 150 revs per minute.
Which is 3 litres per second.
3 litres per second.
That's 3.5 megapascals.
And that should give us the power for the pump.
Yes.
Just the
pressure
flow.
times flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 3 litres a second. Yeah, which is so it's 3 times 10 to the minus 3, and then we have 3.5 times 10 to the 6.
Yeah.
What does that come out as? It's about 10.5 kilowatts.
Yes.
Okay, we also have a pump efficiency of 90%.
19%, so it will be.
So we need to
divide that by 0.9.
Yes.
Yes, and
11.7 kilowatts required.
Oh, okay. So required that.
Okay. And do we also assume?
Yeah, we assume
some losses
through the transmission. Yeah.
We have 2 sets of transmissions.
Yeah, so we have 2 sets of losses.
Yes,
I assume
to assume
10% losses again.
10% losses.
It's quite high, but we'll put that as in the absence of anything else.
Okay, so twice, reduction.
Yes.
So around 15
around
kilowatts
15 kilowatts
is the power needed for the motor.
For the motor.
That's
Okay.
quite a lot. That's quite a big motor.
Okay, so we need to look for a motor that requires.
We also do we have also calculated the speed?
We need the rotational speed required for the motor before we select the motor.
Yes.
So it has to be.
So is it? It doesn't say 1 to 10 speed ratio. But is that something that?
Yeah.
That's been specified, is it?
It's from this one. It should be.
Is that
was
an additional requirement?
That's additional requirement given.
Yes.
Okay.
Subsequent to this.
Okay, so someone's revised the specification.
Yes.
Yeah,
So.
So the speed would be 1,500 revs per minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
for the motor.
So we have it in terms of what we need for the motor. It says here it alludes to here. It may be assumed that supporting structures for mounting lay shaft support bearings and the motor and pump can be attached to adjacent support surfaces around the assembly. It doesn't give a packaging constraint. So we
spatial constraint.
Yeah, there's no problem with the size of the thing. So essentially,
except for the these dimensions of the layout.
But that doesn't say how big the pump needs to be.
500
So it's 550, okay.
away from
Yeah.
from
Okay.
the shaft.
So that can't, well that limits what it can actually be
Especially.
if it's any larger than the...
Yeah, I think it's big enough.
It's
for-
big enough.
Okay, well we'll see if we get some geometry. So you're looking at the motor catalogue there, yeah?
Yes. So,
So
this
they're
is
3-phase, yeah?
3-phase motors.
Okay.
Which catalog did this come from? Lindsay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's
So we wanted something about, there's 2,800 ref per minute there. It's 1,400
Oh, we need
RPM, which is
1,000.
roughly about,
yeah,
correct?
that's what we need.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we need a power of 15 kilowatts
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
over there. With a speed of, that's
Low.
given speed 1450 RPM. Fine.
Mhm.
Okay, and the
So that
torque we're
gives
not...
us a torque, nominal torque, 99 newton meters.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the frame size is
I think we need the frame size would be... We'll need that at some point. Do you just want to make sure that that doesn't...
Yeah.
that
I can't believe that it will be a
Frame
problem.
size,
So we've selected this.
What's the catalogue? Does it doesn't have a catalogue number, does it? Just its frame size.
Page 410
410. Yes.
in Lindsay.
Yeah.
Catalogue for 3-phase motors.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this
Mm.
this is the dimension
Okay.
from page 409.
Mm-hmm.
Ours is 160L. Yes, this
Yeah.
one 160L.
160L.
So
Frame
what we're
size.
interested in the dimension mark T, which is essentially the width.
Yeah.
of
And
the,
the length of
Yes,
oh, no,
yes,
L.
no,
yeah.
we're interested. The shaft would run here, so we're not interested in the length. We want to know what's the
the
dimension. of that.
dimension.
Mhm.
Okay, so
So we
it's
want to know
the
what T is.
T.
Right. 160
T, yeah.
322.
So if you half
3
that,
to 2, I think.
it's 160.
Yeah, it should.
I think we're roughly.
So 160. So we've got 550. So I think we could be okay.
Yeah.
That we'll know more when we know how large the shaft and the
Yes.
actual pulleys are,
Yes.
of course.
So we need
Which
to
is
know
if the
the
casing's not going to be a problem.
diameter of the motor shaft.
What's the shaft output? Is that one?
That one? Yeah.
Which is marked as dimension D,
D,
on the
yes.
diagram.
Okay, so 160L D.
Give me one different.
D1. I think one is just a annotation for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
42. So
Yeah.
diameter of the
Yes.
shaft is 42. Okay. So it says here tolerance J6 to 28 mil, K6 from 38 to 48, M6 is at 48.
Mhm.
So what is that? J6.
I'm not sure. Are they standard designations for tolerance? J, K, and M.
Right. So
Are they? I'm not sure. We can come back to that when we need to know when we actually come to that. That really may,
Yeah,
that's just a tolerance.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
for the may have an impact upon
Yes.
the pulley.
So you just
Okay, so
Raise the pulley, yeah.
fix.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need
Yeah.
So that's the motor we've selected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next,
So,
what's up next?
is it to select
Probably the transmission, don't we?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have to
for
select
this.
the
transmission.
transmission system.
Okay, so we were saying 10 to 1, yeah?
10 to 1 is the speed ratio from
Yeah.
So it's a reduction.
reduction.
Yes.
Water pump.
Mm-hmm.
So do we first need to decide
So
what's the reduction ratio from the motor to
Yeah.
the shaft
Yes.
and also the pump
Now, how do we do
Yes.
that? We need a 10 to 1, so we got any possible number of ways to do it.
combination?
So we can just have 3.3 or 5.2.
Yeah, or 4 to 2.5 and 4 and 2.5.
Yeah. Now, is there a particular justification for choosing one? Obviously, one of the issues that we have is the pulley fitting
Into
Right.
the size
smallest,
of the
the smallest in terms of the transmission.
Yeah.
Motor and pump is going to be on the motor because it's a reduction, so that's going to be the smallest. So it has to be bigger than that.
the shaft.
Yeah.
Yes. The inner diameter of the pulley.
It has to be bigger than